5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Truth of Beer and Consequences.
Yay!
Yay, indeed, Julia. Yay,
That was
indeed.
like a weird yay.
I'll apologize in advance for my voice. The holidays have kind of caught up to me, so it may be a little bit off, but I am not. I am here, present in full, ready for what we are going to have in front of us today, which is it's going to be posted as the first pod of the new year.
Correct.
Recorded in
The past.
the last few days of 2025, which is great. Let's get this behind us already and move on to whatever it is that is soon going to consume us. My name is Marco. I am in the craft beer space. I've been in the craft beer space for quite a while now, whether it's brewing or behind a bar, like a liquid bar, not prison bars.
Yes, our favorite
This year.
Patreon, Christine. Shout out to Christine. Love you. You made a comment saying that you're behind bars professionally.
Correct.
And she pointed out she didn't know that you were an inmate.
I
so
did-
we
yeah,
need
a
more stories
professional
about Marco
inmate.
being behind bars.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it that long. I'm
too
not
pretty.
built for that.
You're too pretty. The hair and everything.
Not built for it. So I am Marco. I am, as I said on another podcast, I am 49% of Truth, Beer, and Consequences, and that other voice you heard belongs to the best co-host in Podcastlandia.
I'm Julia, and beer vent's over.
Yep.
I'm not doing daily posts anymore, which I think people are either very glad for or they miss them just like I do. I'm going to take a break. I mean, I need to.
I think you deserve a break because they were all
to rest
great.
a little bit. Thank you.
They were great.
Thank
You
thank
deserve a break, and then
If you wanna
Christmas
check-
in July is coming.
Indeed. And if you want to see all the different things that I posted every day of Beer Vent, just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/truthbeerpod. I'm pretty sure you guys know how the internet works. You'll find us.
So
all
speaking
out there.
about going to pages, please go and support the Gnarly Gnomes content over at thegnarlygnome.com. Gnarly Gnome?
Surprisingly, his voice is absent, but I think we have an even better voice tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have.
So first-time guests introduce themselves. Welcome, first-time guests. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Chris, or a lot of people know me as Drasten the Dungeon Master from 70 Dungeons.
Yeah, that's how I know you.
Yeah, I know. It's
Absolutely phenomenal Dungeons & Dragons content. If you even have the slightest interest in, not even Dungeons & Dragons, but amazing storytelling, follow 7 Dungeons. They live stream their campaigns on Mondays. Current campaign is...
That's what that's about.
Current campaign is pissing me off because Drasten keeps killing people.
I can't help it.
Dragons.
Yes,
I got it.
Yeah, you know.
You can help it, though. You're in charge of everything. You don't have to let it happen.
Charge of everything, you know, like, I don't know.
I beg to differ.
I'm just happy to have a break from doing the voices for a bit.
Oh my God, the voices are amazing. Like seriously. I'm going to tangent a little bit away from our show to talk about the show that you guys are doing, but
Right now?
Right now.
Okay, right now.
Might as well. No time like the present, right?
Yeah. And then after that, I'll go back to the intro.
To the intro. You know that we don't know what we're doing on this show. It's only been 4 years. Eventually we'll figure out, you know, an actual standards and processes.
Yeah.
How do you decide what characters get what voices? And is there a character that you love the most as far as the voice you've created for them, and one that you hope you never have to do again?
There
and
are
if you say
several.
Sparky, I will knock you out of that chair.
Deciding which one I do is a lot of time hot seat moment.
Okay.
I usually will put stuff in the notes, like, old person or something like this. Some of them I think a little bit ahead of time, but then when they actually come out of my mouth, I'm like, I'm stuck with it now. And if you watch a lot, you can actually hear, sometimes I have to ramp into a voice because it takes me a while to get it back into where I want to be with it.
So what is like your me? What is a ramp into a voice?
You start doing an accent, right? And then immediately in your head, you're like, that's wrong.
So you don't do vocal warm-ups before the campaigns?
I don't. I try to, and then my family says, stop doing, that kind of stuff. Like, especially my youngest daughter, she definitely doesn't like me practicing voices.
Gotcha.
But yeah, some that I would never want to do again. This current person that they met in the Plane of Fire that you love so much.
I love her.
It is so difficult to do.
But it's the voice fits the character so well. So props to you on if that was a spur of the moment kind of thing. Like, and now she's kind of Russianish. I mean, it's great.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's
amazing.
Yeah.
So again, 7 Dungeons. Again, all you have to do is like storytelling, and just it is absolutely amazing, phenomenal, worth listening to. It's also on podcatchers, so if you don't want to watch the campaigns, just listen to them. If I can't make them live, I listen to them as soon as I can after the fact, because I've learned if I jump into watching the lives late, everyone's already dead, and I don't know why.
I know why.
You know why.
You don't have to manage those people all week.
This is true. This is true. Why did you kill me again?
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Well, thanks to you and your beautiful wife for driving down here to hang out with us for the night.
I am so excited.
Really, really appreciate it. And Marco, do you want to finish the intro?
So this is a podcast where my co-host and I listen to and watch all the Cincinnati-based craft from the previous week. We get together at a podcast host, and today we are back at Higher Gravity Summit Park. Thank you, Higher Gravity, for being a gracious podcast host. Now, the thoughts and opinions on this podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect any entity which we may be affiliated with, such as full-time jobs, part-time jobs, third jobs, the Ohio unemployment system, or really, pretty much anybody. That goes for Julia and myself. Drasten the Dungeon Master can speak for whoever he wants.
Yeah, I think I'm going to speak for all the Dungeon Masters out there today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a union, like where all of you get together and dungeon master tales, regale each other with
contract to talk about that one.
You all meet at some really old bar in I don't know, it's Iowa.
There's a story here, but it's in Canada. It's called Stormcrow Manor, and everyone should go there because it's amazing.
I knew it existed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And if you can't go, then attend virtually.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. Now, that being said, we're not like those fake-ass podcasts out there, and you know who you are, and we know you listen, you fake-ass podcasts. We do the real work. We put in the real work. This is for you. So we actually have craft on this podcast. Now, sometimes it's non-alcoholic. Sometimes it's full-strength liquor. Sometimes it's cocktails. Today, it is craft beer. Mm-hmm. And guests go first. What you drinking?
I have pineapple marshmallow, bruh. From Streetside.
Excellent. That was one of the beer vent beers. It's spectacular.
It's really
They
good.
did a really good job. I was worried it would be too sweet.
And that's coming from someone like, as you all know, I'm not a big fan of IPAs in general, but this is really good. Like I would recommend anyone trying that.
Nice.
It's also in the Streetside Advent.
No, it
calendar.
was not.
No,
it was not.
Oh.
There was a disclaimer in the video.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, yes. What about you, Marco? What's in your glass? What are you drinking?
I forgot the name of it. It's from High Grain.
Oh, Claire.
Claire.
Claire, yes. They're American IPA.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Not to be confused with Clarice.
Indeed. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
That would be awkward.
Have the
And
line
I
stop screaming,
have a beer that anytime I see it on tap, I have to get it because it doesn't come out very often. Mad Tree's Identity Crisis.
I did see that
Bring
up there.
back the black IPAs.
They're so good.
I love them.
Yeah,
I love them
sure.
so much.
That's cool.
You don't like them?
It's Marco's second favorite style after Schwartz beers.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's just fine.
I like that you like it.
All right. You know what I think we should do, just because we want to make sure that we have plenty of time to do all kinds of discussionary.
Yeah, discussionary.
We're doing this first, so
Oh, shit.
I guess I better call Gnome. Let's see if he's actually going to pick up. That'd be funny if he didn't pick up and we had to pick for him.
Hello.
What's up, sir?
Of course I'd pick up. Why would I not pick up?
What's up, gnarly gnome?
You know what? I'll tell you why I didn't know if you would pick up. Marco said, do we actually have to pick this week?
Yes, we always have to pick.
Indeed.
Regardless of what any of it means.
Exactly.
Which we all know it doesn't mean anything.
It's right. It means nothing. We're just having fun, you know? This is
That's right.
just
It's just
a
for fun.
fun thing between friends to see who can pick better football teams. That's it. There's
it's
nothing
another
else.
opportunity for us to do things, to let Marco win things to make him feel good.
Exactly.
So do we want to go ahead and let
Exactly.
everyone know that I won?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Because there's
not
no
over
winning.
yet.
There's no winning in this game. It's all just about having fun. Marco
That's right. It's just
is just turning red right now. and no, before we get too far into getting our picks, we're going to have a fourth pick this week in week
Oh.
18 because guess who's here?
Santa.
Close.
Okay.
That was awesome. Chris is here. Drasten he's not from the Michigans, but he's farther north, so I always lump him in with the
Franklin
Michiganders.
area?
It's like,
Yeah.
It's like half Michigan.
Yeah, that's true.
It's-
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess.
Keep driving north after, Middletown.
Exactly, and you just keep on going. All right, order for this week is myself, Gnome, then you, and then Marco, and then Chris. Chris has, I'm just going to say the benefit because he can pick any team he wants this week.
And by the
Yeah.
way, this has not worked out for any guest.
There's
Yeah,
not been
yeah.
a single guest that
There has not been a
won.
single guest that has gotten a point,
Yeah.
so
After the three of us pick, you can pick anybody else
except for one of the teams that one of us have
has
already
picked.
picked.
Okay.
And they
That's
have
the-
all lost.
Okay, I think I got this one, though.
All right. The teams that I had left and that I am willing to pick are very few and far between. But I think the biggest spread that I have a chance at getting a point for is I'm going Cowboys over the Giants.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Gnome, how about you?
I think I'm going to go with the Jags this week.
All right. That sounds like a pretty good pick because, I mean, you and we can still tie for second if there was like a winning situation in this game, which there isn't. I just
And
want to
we
make
all
that
know
perfectly
second
clear.
Place,
Is the
second
best.
place is the most important.
I think
What was the rhyme? First is worst, second is best. You know, it's
Yeah.
exactly.
doesn't even rhyme.
Well, last is the one with the hairy chest, but I mean, I wasn't going to say that on
Okay.
pod, so
You just did, though.
yeah.
Does anyone want to talk about the fact that I could pick the Chicago Bulls this week and still win?
It's not about winning, Marco.
Okay.
You're so focused on winning. Just have fun with your friends.
Okay.
Do it. Just do it.
All right, Marco, who are you picking for week 18?
Well, the thing is, I left my notebook since I
He didn't think he was going to have a pick.
since I locked this up. I
I
left
thought
my
you were going to say
notebook.
since I lost, and I was like,
No.
oh.
Since I locked this up with 1 week to go, I left my notepad with everybody I've picked all season on my kitchen table.
So you got to
You
fly by
just
the
have
seat
to
of your
make a
pants.
random pick and hope that it's somebody you haven't picked.
You haven't
before.
picked.
It
yeah.
doesn't matter. They can lose and I still win.
Yes, but we will make fun of
We
you
will
for
absolutely.
picking a loser.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't pick this team because they're playing against the team that won last night. I'm going to pick the New Orleans Saints over the Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
Gnome picked the biggest favorite of the week, by the way, I think.
But I had already picked.
Oh, there's a bigger few. I don't remember who the.
Yeah.
I don't have my computer in front of me, but no, I think there's a couple better picks.
Out of the teams that I still had available, the Cowboys Giants was actually
Oh, you're right.
one of the best spreads. So.
No, you're right. You're right.
Of course I'm right.
Well, the Jags
There's no well.
Jags are favored by 12.5.
Chris, who would you like to pick for your very first Truth Beer Pod NFL Deathmatch Challenge?
And for the first loss where you have to end up having a shot of Malort once you lose.
Oh, my God. That's what happened?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have to go with what I was going to go with then.
All right.
We have to remember, it's garbage time for the Bengals, and we excel at garbage time.
You are not wrong.
And we play the Browns, who live in garbage time.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the Bengals
All
over the
right.
Browns
Okay.
for not taking a shot of Malort.
All right.
All right. All right.
And not that you're going to lose, because I think you've got a safe pick here. But the joke of it is, when you do your shot of Malort, we usually end up taking a shot with you. So
Yes.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
That's true.
So everyone wins and loses all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's like getting It's like getting a tariff stimulus check. Like we all lost and won at the same time.
Somehow. Yes, yes. Well, Gnome, we certainly miss you being up here. Hopefully
do.
your day is going okay-ish and not too insane.
Yeah.
But with the children, I have a feeling that you've been having a very stressful day, or at least
I'm
a non-stop
about to force
day.
them to eat ramen noodles for dinner. So
There you
You
go.
have to force your kids to eat ramen?
That's where we're at.
Well, good luck with the rest of your evening, sir, and we'll talk to you soon.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
Happy New
We'll see
Year.
you guys. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Week 18, regular season picks are over, which means next week we pick for the postseason.
Yeah.
Which everything will reset. All the teams become available again because not all of them are there. So we get to do all of this nonsense again. And thank you, as always, to Don Rock the Imposter for letting us use his rendition of the Monday Night Football theme.
Yes.
Which is spectacular. Okay, what we're actually here to do is talk about Cincinnati Craft Beer Content.
Yep.
We have 4 shows because, I will be honest, I did not have a chance to watch the latest Cincy Brew Dads episode where they did their final porch beer of 2025.
Oh, I didn't watch that either.
It's been crazy.
There was
So we
2
will talk
hours
about
of
that.
content before that.
All by Cincy Brew Dads. So we have 2 pieces of content from the Cincy Brew
That's
Dads.
what Dads.
We have an episode of The Weekly Pint.
TWP.
You know. And we're going to talk briefly about, I kind of forgot about this video until you reminded me, Marco. Treehouse Brewing tried garage beer, which isn't local anymore, but we still kind of claim ownership of it because it started in Greater Cincinnati. He had tried this beer. Let's just start with that, knock it out of the way real fast.
Yeah. There's only a 7.5 minute
Right.
YouTube show.
My biggest question when I was watching this, because he said he's had the beer before, did he have the same opinion of it the first time he tried it? And was the first time he tried it, was it still owned in part by Braxton or not?
That actually is the biggest question of the whole episode.
Right. He didn't remember what he thought about it. So I, of course, went back and watched this episode, and I meant to put the date that the episode posted, but it was a year ago, so just look for posts that they made.
So if it was a year ago, it was still
The
under
Kelseys
under
had just...
partial ownership.
I think I think Braxton was still making some of it for
Just for
themselves.
Braxton.
Right. I don't think that anything that was in the, I'll say global market, even though, just lower 48 was out there. But there was a difference of opinion between the 2 times that he's tried it. Find out if the Kelsey brothers have improved or deproved? No. Made worse garage beer.
Misproved.
Misproved? Who knows?
So-
Who knows?
I think if garage beer continues to carry forward, I think this part of their past they can get past.
I'd agree with that.
The problem is it went from being, as we know locally, a pretty good craft product
Absolutely, yeah.
to something that was contract brewed at a couple of different places, and there were some inconsistencies. Now, contract brewed several places. A lot of it's coming out of California.
Right.
And they're ramping up and scaling extremely rapidly, and so there are challenges with that. But if they can keep the contract partner consistent, then they can work through anything any tweaks or whatever they want to make to the beer. I don't want to spoil what this 7.5 minute episode ultimately conveys. Just letting you know about the history, about what has happened since the beginning of garage beer till now, as far as the way it's been made.
Bottom line is Jason Kelsey isn't stirring the mash properly. He just needs to get better at brewing beer, and then it'll all be great.
I think Travis is going to have a little time in his hands coming up.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. He's still got a wedding plan.
Yeah. Well, he's not planning any of that wedding. Let's get
True.
real.
Yeah, probably not.
No, he's just showing up.
Yeah.
He's like, just tell me where to be and when, and will there be beer? Will there be his beer?
What do you think that prenup looks like?
Oh my God, that's got to be like.
Oh, So
800
prenup.
pages of
So much prenup.
So many lawyers reading through paperwork.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he's not getting nothing.
No.
No.
If
No.
her lawyers are smart, yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
not. I mean, anyway, that could be a whole podcast, and I'm sure it is a podcast in and of
I'm
itself
sure.
on
This,
all that.
This does seem to happen though when something like garage beer, like there's been other companies that have brewed beer, and when they start getting bigger, quality goes down really bad.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's because, is it the scaling up that is the issue, or is it because of all of the potentially separate facilities that they're contract brewing at,
Yeah.
that each of those new systems has to be redialed
It's
into.
all of it. And we've talked about it on this podcast before. Even a big beer company like AB InBev, I mean, they work continuously all year round to have all of their facilities make the product taste exactly the same, and then they come together for a competition every year, and they don't taste exactly the same,
Yeah.
even though you
Weird.
think they do.
You ever wonder what a first Budweiser tastes like? Like when they were nothing, like small.
I would think,
I-
like, not great. You know what I mean?
Right,
Where
but,
they
like,
didn't
I
have
think there's
everything
a sweet
dialed in.
spot where, first of all, going back a long time ago, the beer must have tasted terrible anyway.
Sure, yeah.
Just because of the way that the malt was, just, you know. But I think there was a sweet spot where it probably tasted really fantastic, and then just became a shell of what it used to be. So
Yeah, probably.
that was a 7.5 minute episode. Have we managed to talk more than 7.5 minutes about it?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
As we do. As we do. All right, so now we have 3 shows to talk about. 2 episodes of Cincy Brew Dads.
Cincy Brew Dads.
And the Weekly Pint.
TWP.
And, you know, Gnome. And Chris, because you are our guest today, where do you want to start?
Let's do Cincy Brew Dads.
1 or 2, the Christmas special or the Third Eye
Yeah.
special?
Number 1 of the Deuce.
Let's start with the Christmas special. That was quite interesting.
It was.
And it was also an hour and 22 minutes.
Yes.
It was.
But it was good content. Yes.
It was good.
This is a very Merry Christmas special, the 12 Days of Street Side, where they
Guys, you
drank.
can go ahead and wash those PJs now.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
those things had to reek.
Well, I left a comment. I was very concerned at the beginning because when they were like, "We're going to do 12 days of beer," and I'm like, "In one sitting from street side?"
Right.
Holy crap! The last beer is
Where
going to be
there's a will,
epic.
But if
where
you
there's a
watch the
will,
window,
there's a way. Yeah,
if you
can
watch
see
the window behind them, you
I
can
did.
see that there's daylight and then there's darkness, and you
And
know
there's snow,
there-
and then there's no snow,
right.
and all that.
It
Yeah,
changed, yeah.
So they did it responsibly, which in a way is not as fun for us, but
But they also had other beer event content they had to record as well.
yes,
So-
they were also doing the higher gravity beer event calendar. So I think they did good. I think they held it
Yeah,
together.
I think they did.
The general consensus on the beers, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Street Side, you are absolutely going to enjoy this calendar.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest takeaway. Kind of like all of our recaps on any review content, we're not going to say every beer they drank and, yeah, they liked it, no, they didn't. We like to pick out the fun nuggets from that because it's not fun for us to just repeat the content.
Julia, why don't you go ahead and give us some of your nuggets?
Oh, they got to be mine?
Well, my notes match your notes.
Well, this is true.
They're
This is
exactly
true.
the same.
They had opinions on the label art that don't quite mirror my opinions on the label art, or at least not all of Street Side's label art.
Yeah. And if anybody knows Julia's opinion on label art, it's kind of like my notes. Pretty much matches.
Well, like Street Side has great art.
They
you know,
do.
I've
They
been there.
absolutely do.
Like their facility's beautiful. Their artist is amazing. But I would agree that I don't believe that all their can art is a home run.
Yeah.
You know,
My complaint with it is when they just take copy and paste intellectual property from mostly Disney and they put it on the can and they just recolor things to where it's not even the character redrawn. It's
Yeah.
just literally, yes, that's Merlin. Like, you guys are so much more creative than that. You're so much better than that. And all it takes is for that big old mouse in the sky to notice that once and say,
Yeah.
you're not. And then, yeah, they can just develop new can art, but that's more time. That's a different process. I don't know. I think they're better than reusing some of that artwork, but they have made it part of their personality on so many of their beers
Yeah.
by this point.
Yeah, because like their Speak of the Devil artwork is amazing.
Oh, it absolutely
It's
is.
so good.
And you see stuff like that, and you're going, okay, I know that that's a representation of this movie, of this whatever, but it's
Yeah.
not copy and paste it and just recoloring things. Like, you guys can do this. You guys can parody or take that creative liberty with these things. Why aren't you doing that more?
Yeah.
Like, make it yours. That's what I want to see.
There we go.
And that is my soapbox that I will never step down from.
So, and you watch them go through each beer.
Yes.
And then at the
Yes.
end, I don't think this is a spoiler because we're not going to say what they are. But at the end, just like the 12 Days of Christmas song, they decide what beer they only want one of and what beer they want 12 of.
And then each of the days in between.
Right, each of the
which
days in between.
I think was a very fun and very unique way of rating the beers in the calendar.
I loved it.
That was
I'd never heard of somebody really doing that before.
No,
That's great.
normally
Yeah.
because it's still which one was their favorite versus not their favorite, but it was done in a way that matched the season, it matched the rest of the content. Like the formatting was absolutely perfect, and they acknowledged that they done fucked up on mentioning or adding a higher gravity beer vent beer
That was my bad.
as a. You misfilled the boxes?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I had to.
Yeah. Oh, sabotage?
You had to do.
Was it sabotage?
It was one.
Okay, all right.
One mistake in 900 years.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's kind of ancient, you know. I mean, he's oldest one at. No, I don't. Is he the oldest one at the table? Chris, do you have any other notes about this episode of Cincy Brew Dads? Because it was a long episode, but it was fun to watch them go through each day's beer and just. Just have so
Kudos
much
to
fun
like
with
sitting in
that.
the same jammies for 12 days, 12 different days. And if it wasn't for the window, we wouldn't have known the cuts were good.
Yeah.
The cuts were spectacular. They were sitting in the same spot. There was a difference in some of the accessories that Matt had on from day to day.
The glasses.
But that could have easily
Scarf.
just been thrown on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that didn't have to mean it's a brand new day. That just meant, hey, I had to pee, so while I'm up, I'm going to throw these on and we're going to keep on going.
Yeah.
I did not break apart their sips for the sip count of this episode because good freaking Lord.
Good. No. Yeah.
That'd been like an all-day job.
I need to put this disclaimer here. Do not try this drinking challenge with this episode of Cincy Brew Dads.
No, skip it.
If you are new to our show, we have a game that we like to play to where we count on video the number of sips that the hosts take. And then for our drinking game, you have to take a 2-ounce drink for every 1 sip that they take. So it's not how much they're drinking, it's how much you have to drink for them.
Yes.
In this 1 hour and 22-minute episode, my hash marks go down and across the page. 228 sips.
Good God.
That means if you're playing
456.
56. Yes. 456 ounces or 28 and a half pints you would have to consume in this hour and
That's a party.
under hour and a half episode. No, that's death. That is not a party.
No,
That is
party is
irresponsible.
with other people.
I guess if you're sharing it, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
you
okay.
share that. You
Okay.
can't do that.
I love their content so much. And I mean, they still were doing their shorts every day. All right, do we want to move on to the second Cincy Brew Dads
That's
episode?
it. Yeah, makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
All right. This is their variety show, episode 4, Third
Variety show.
Variety, which I believe they cut out the intro music before you normally scream, Cincy Brew Dads.
Yeah.
So I do have to dock them a point or two for that,
Yeah.
but that's just because I am biased towards anything that you scream into the mic.
Thank you.
Third Eye Barrel Noir, which this is going to be fun because, Chris, you've had this Third Eye. Have you had all 4 beers already?
I've had all but the normal one because
Okay,
I wanted to try the
yeah.
variants because
Sure,
I've had
sure.
it before.
Sure, absolutely. It's the 4 variants that they released for their Double Astral series. They all sounded absolutely spectacular, so, I mean, if I happen to see some next time I'm up there, yes, but I have a feeling that they are probably long gone except for whatever they're holding back in the cellar for
Yeah.
re-releasing at some point in the future. There were a lot of floofs in this episode. They had pets everywhere, and
Oh
they
my gosh.
did not
They
mention their
recorded in a
names
kitty
once.
cafe.
Yes, and they didn't say any of their names at all. I was very upset. I was upset and incredibly disappointed. Do you think I'm going to hit the right button for this the first time?
Yes. There we are.
Yes, it only took me 4 years to remember where that button is. So, Matt and Ryan, next time you have your pets in the video, we need names. We need introductions. We need you to
Maybe one of them was named.
Oh. Sorry, I had the slider done. Try that one again. Caroline. Speaking of Caroline, it was great to see you last night. We need to hang out again sometime soon.
All right.
Where was I? Did they find enough layered complexity in each of the different beers that they tried? Because that was one of the first notes that they had about the first one. Or not the first one necessarily, because that was the base.
That was the base one, yeah.
But the second one, there's so many layers to this. There are layers of complexity.
Yeah. I don't think I'm spoiling anything if this is true for all of them. And something that anybody who is interested could just look up. But they all spent time in rum barrels, right?
2 different barrels. They did a normal bourbon barrel. And then Jamaican rum barrel.
Jamaican rum.
Did you feel, since you've tried these,
Yeah.
that there was a lot of layered complexity? Is that how you would describe what you got out of them as you're trying them?
Definitely. Specifically Paradise Lost. That was a very unique stout. Because there are flavors that aren't normal to a stout.
I don't have this off the top of my head, but was that one of the ones that got sent for judging, for competition judging?
I don't know. I would hope so. It'd be very not like it's tropical stout, a typical category.
Didn't they win for a stout category? Didn't
they almost always
Third Eye
do.
win for a stout category?
In which competition? GABF?
GABF?
I believe so.
It wasn't that one.
It wasn't
though.
that.
No?
Yeah, I
No,
don't
it
think
definitely
so.
wasn't that one.
Could have been the base.
Either way, I mean, they're all fantastic.
I know Double Astral has won some awards itself, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So was the tropical your favorite out of the variants? Or?
It wasn't.
Okay.
For me, it was the coffee one, surprisingly enough, because I thought it would be one of the other ones. But for a 14-15% beer, the coffee one, like,
Went down really easy.
it was too easy. As
A
they
danger
say,
beer.
a danger beer. Yeah.
Danger.
Danger.
Yeah.
I need a danger button now.
I remember I took a picture of it for the guys up north, and I
Santa
think,
Claus?
Yes.
Yeah, the elves like pictures.
Yeah.
But it wasn't 20 minutes later that was gone. And I was like, well, that's a problem.
You're like, oh.
Yeah.
So were you planning on having other beers that night? And then you
No.
went, oh, yeah, no, plans have to change? Or it was just going to be kind of a one and done kind of night anyway?
Yeah, whenever you're dealing with big beer like that, motor oil,
Yes.
you know, it's one and done. And even then,
Unless you're getting like a taste
What's
of
the
it.
package size on that? I felt like it was only
It was
like a
probably
12-ounce bottle.
yeah, probably.
Okay.
That's a great package size for a beer like that.
In a bottle, if they're canning it,
Yes.
Yeah.
8-ounce cans.
Yes,
Small
please.
format cans
Or smaller.
for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just something
8-ounce
small
cans
to
is
wear.
great.
Yeah.
I like the 8-ounce can. I was talking to somebody. I was at work on Sunday. I was saying the same thing to them.
Yeah.
Like 8-ounce cans. You can use the same can end as a 12-ounce can, 8-ounce can. Bottles, a 12-ounce bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That way you feel like you can open it without having to wait for a time to share it, because I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Josh really isn't into the big, heavy, dark beers.
Yeah.
He'll try them, but he's not going to want to split even a 16-ounce bottle with me. And so if I want to open some of those, I saw some Dark Charge bottles from 3-4 years ago that I'm going,
Might want to open those.
I have to commit, but that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, unless I'm willing to drain pour half of them because I've had half the bottle and now I'm like, I'm done.
Well,
you have to find either that perfect time to share them, and then in that case, everyone else is bringing their barrel-aged beers because they're thinking the same thing. I don't want to
Right.
do all this on my own. Again, unless you're planning on, it's Sunday, it's football day, I'm not going anywhere, I can sip on this one bottle all day long.
Yeah. That's where like Hoppin' Frog gets it right, because they do
Yes.
like little 4-ounce cans,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
like all I want, because I want to try other things.
Right, absolutely.
You know?
And if you do decide this is the only beer I want today, you can just open a second can.
Right. And we were just talking about that before we got started tonight too. It's like there are some big beers that I want to try, but like I don't have the community to bring together to
Right,
try those because the
right.
volume is so much.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, give me little sample cans. Like,
So Marco, do you, and just because you're in the industry or much closer to it than I'll probably ever be. But do you think that post-COVID, when bottle shares aren't as much of a thing, that really affected people's willingness to buy those products in those bigger formats?
I think post-COVID, well, COVID itself fast-forwarded so much. And we talked about this on our last episode, where so much now is geared towards not having to gather in person. Or you don't have to work in person. You don't have to... It's just all of that stuff has culminated in you don't gather that way anymore.
Right.
You don't celebrate that way anymore. And
eat out cans.
And when you do gather, it's smaller groups. And so, like you said, I mean, you get 4 or 5 people together, everybody brings a bottle. Only 1 or 2 bottles get open. And then...
Or if they all get open, half of it just sits there because, again, it's all these big beers that you're I can't...
I do think that fast-forwarded that sort of just social concept. Mm-hmm. And so I think the fact that Bourbon County went to those smaller bottles is a fantastic thing because I think that other places are going to follow suit. Will the curve be as sharp as it was from COVID to now, or is it going to take 10 years for the majority of stout packaging, barrel-aged stout packaging, to go to that? I don't know. We'll see.
I think what will be key for that is which one of our local breweries that makes these amazing barrel-aged beers, who will do it first to be that proof of concept that, yes, people do want this. The wax dip bottles are awesome. There's something about a bottle that is cool, but I don't buy them as much anymore because, again, I don't get together with enough people on as regular of a basis that want these beers. So why am I going to spend $20 on this, limited release of this one beer that I'm going to let sit in my fridge in my cellar for 6 months, a year, waiting for that perfect moment, and then I just end up going, I'm just going to sip on this all day, or I'm going to have one pour of it, and then I'm just going to dump it because it's all the flavors have fallen out of it.
I could tell you, if it was in different packaging, I would consider buying it, and I personally just don't buy them because of the packaging.
Right.
I would say with the wax top bottles, every time I open those, there's a 60% chance I'm going to cut my finger off, by the way. Because I can never seem to get those things off.
Who was it? Was it Urban that wax dipped the bottom of one of their cans of some special release that they did? I mean, this is going back...
I remember that.
Years. It was before even the pod, but I mean that's something fun you could do for some of those
I don't
releases.
know if it was
wax
Urban.
dip the bottom. Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it was Street Side.
It might have been. I almost said Rivertown.
It was a wax dip bottom can.
Yeah, the bottom of the can was pink wax, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I want to say Gnome had
cool,
it.
though.
Yeah. Because you still get that. Okay, this is fun, but you're not
having to deal with opening it.
Or getting waxed. Into the
they
beer.
look great. They look wonderful.
Do.
It makes me think of the old pirate ship, and there's like a wine bottle wax covered up on the shelf.
Yeah.
But eventually, you have to open it.
Your maker's mark is still going to be wax dipped. So I don't know. Kind of getting back to Cincy Brew Dads because we are on Treehouse YouTube channel that was 14-minute recap of a 7-minute episode, and we're already 45 minutes in, and we still have another show to talk about. So we're going to get back into this so that we can continue to just hang out and not be recording the entire time that you guys are down here. Did any of the 4? Well, I guess I'll say 3 because again, Double Astral has been around. That's not a new beer. Did any of them make it into the Cincy Brew Dads 4 Club? And do you rate beers, Chris? Because, Mark and I will say I liked it, I don't, but we don't really rate them on any kind of numerical scale. You do it?
It's a problem. And my wife will tell you because, like, the bottom, my wife. You're welcome, Tone.
Because Tone couldn't be here, I had to fill in.
So I'll set the bottles aside because I want to get a picture of them, get them into Untappd, give a rating. And I don't just write, like, this was good. Like, I write a whole paragraph of, like, I could taste this, this, and this, and this.
Nice.
But, I rate, and my whole criteria is, like, can I taste what it says is in the can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And is that good together?
Yeah.
I rate them much like they do. In fact, their ratings were very close to mine.
Really? Okay, I was going to ask kind of where you...
But I might have, after rating beers for probably the last 10 years or whatever, I might have 20 that I rated at a 5. Mm-hmm. That coffee one got a 5.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, all of them were good. All of them are very good.
But I feel like if you're going to rate something a 5, like there has to be something beyond exceptional about
Yeah.
it, because if every beer you rate is a 5, well, then does a 5 really mean anything?
Right.
It's like, oh, well, this is a good beer. Well, yeah, well, so are these other 300 that you've already put as a 5. Are they
Well,
all top tier?
So next time you're on the pod, this is homework for you.
Okay.
Because you're going to be on at least another time because you got to take the Malort shot. Once you lose this coming weekend.
Hey, Bengals are going to win.
Top
I'm
5 fives
Ooh.
from your Untapped rating. With
Oh, I
maybe,
like that.
With maybe
I like that.
2 or 3 OLIs, outside looking in. So,
Okay.
honorable mentions.
I like
I could
that.
do that.
I
Yeah.
like that. I always forget. Like, normally I would check stuff in and just don't put a rating because I could be having a bad day and I'm not actually feeling the beer and it's not actually a bad beer. I just don't really want it. So I don't know. And then I forget to do that and then I'm going, whatever.
A 5
It's
is
been-
one of those ones that does everything it says, and then when you're done drinking it, you're sad you don't have any more, and you're like, where can I get more?
Yeah, it's
When,
that.
if you have that feeling,
then it's a 5 for you?
Yeah.
All right.
That works. That is a great way to ensure that what you're rating a 5
Mm-hmm.
isn't just arbitrary, oh yeah, this was damn good. It's
Right.
more than that.
Yeah.
I like that. Matt, decide what drunken animal he would be if he had to turn into an animal that drinks.
Okay.
Marco, what drunken animal would you
I knew
be?
you, as
know.
soon as you said it, I knew you were going to ask. I'm gonna stick with a primate, so I'll be a gibbon.
Okay, all right. Chris, how about you?
There's no doubt. The animal that has the most fun in the animal kingdom is a raccoon. So we've got
Okay.
pictures.
Okay.
Yes.
Raccoons have more fun.
I know that they talked about one particular animal, and what I would say is that I didn't understand how it added up because of the size of the animal. How much of this?
How big are the fruits?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
They could be.
Oh, yeah,
they could
yeah.
be watermelon
Yeah.
size. I don't know. I don't know what
I
those
don't know,
fruits. I don't
but
know.
to me that's too much
Or they're
volume.
they're just lightweights. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they're literally one and done, and it's like a great
They're-
size fermented something or other.
The tale is that they're extremely intelligent, which is how they figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say is you don't need to be that intelligent to figure that out. I mean, other animals have figured that out, but
Not
if
wrong.
you're that size, gotta take a lot of fruit to get you a little bit buzzed.
In that example, that's a dangerous thing to be buzzed.
No kidding.
Oh man,
No kidding.
yeah.
God, that'd be
Julia?
terrifying. I'm going to go with a possum because you can never really tell if they're drunk or not anyway, and people are just like, I don't know what's going on over there, I'm just going to stay away, so I can just be in a little drunken, stumbly haze and just hiss at people if they get too close
Yeah,
to me. Exactly. Did they agree on their best of show for this variety pack?
Well, we're not going to tell you. You're going to
No.
have to go and watch.
It's a 37-minute episode because they are drinking 4 beers. It is a variety show. Watch and find out. They do an amazing job of it, just like all of their shows. The editing is great. The little added sound effects that they put in here and there are absolutely fantastic. I get a kick out of them.
The only
every
thing
single
I
time.
scratch my head about is they've started using text, like words and phrases with silence built in. Don't know how this translates to the podcast community. I'm not sure about that.
Any other notes from either of you guys on this episode? The variety show episode 4, Third Eye Barrel Noir of Cincy Brew Dads.
Cincy Brew Dads.
Before the sip count.
Just go watch it.
Absolutely. I mean, best recommendation you can have. Matt took 64 sips.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, they were a big beer.
They were big beers.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to take a lot of little sips to really figure out, what am I tasting? Do I
Yeah.
like this? Am I enjoying this? Ryan took 50. So Matt won this
Matt
round.
won.
He won this one. But that is a total in this 37-minute episode. 114.
Oh, 114.
114 sips or 228
ounces.
ounces. 14.25 pints. Again, don't try this at home
Oh, don't
or
do that.
anywhere. You will die unless you're in a big enough group and it is safe for a total of 14 pints to be consumed in 30 minutes. Still, maybe don't. Maybe just don't.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we need to take a break for a new beer before we get to the final show we're going to talk about? Or do we just want to run on through?
I think it's a great idea.
All right.
Take one quick break and be right back.
And I will just say one more time that Matt and Ryan, I apologize that things got so busy this holiday week that I did not get a chance, and Marco didn't get a chance to watch your final porch beer of 2025. We will watch that, and we will talk about it next week. So
absolutely
be prepared, because I'm very excited.
Yes.
Very excited.
I as well. I excite.
All right. We're going to take a real quick break, and then we will be right back to talk about the Weekly Pint.
TWB.
We have made it
back.
Just the echo. That's
okay.
all. That's all we get.
All right.
Yeah.
Very anticlimactic, that one. All right. We have one show left to talk about, and it is the show that normally we give Gnome the most crap about, but he's not here, so that means we're going to double down.
Okay.
Nothing but bad stuff about this show. This is the Weekly Point.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well,
we cheers when we mispronunciate.
This is episode 294. Does a new year have to mean a new you?
Yeah.
And as this episode will come out after New Year's Eve, we'll find out if the things that Gnome said stick throughout 2026.
Well, okay, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything here.
Probably not.
Because but basically what he starts off by saying that he's never believed in New Year's resolutions.
Technically, he started off with the schnappening.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
that's right, schnapping.
Can't forget about that.
So we had the schnappening.
Yes.
Which was great. Julia participated. Josh participated.
We did a malordening.
Did a malordening.
Yeah.
Did the schnappening. And, but he talks about how, and he's talked about this for a few years, so I'm not spoiling anything here, where he doesn't believe in, New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. But then he looked at what he was doing, and things like over the course of time, over the course of quarters of a year, he sets new
goals and benchmarks. Yeah.
Goals and benchmarks, and so he realizes that maybe there's a little bit of something to this New Year's resolution thing. I don't think he's dipping his toe in the water on this.
Yeah.
But there are things that, from a content and a Gnome standpoint, that he is forecasting. Mm-hmm. And so in that forecasting, it leads him down a path.
Right. And in a way, because he does have these goals and these benchmarks that he is attempting to reach in 2026, right, doesn't that just make it a variation of a resolution? He might not be saying, I am going to do this exact thing in 2026, but having that goal of, I'm going to try to expand my reach here. Yeah. However that may look, wouldn't that also fall under the resolution category?
Yeah, it's a more organized resolution. Like,
that's true.
There's more steps to it. Sure.
That's true. Like Marcus said, he's actually laying out a path to it, and not just saying a general, I'm going to get, like one of the resolutions for Dungeons and Dragons, good Lord, 7 Dungeons, is trying to double your number of followers.
Yeah.
That is a resolution, and maybe you have a path on how you want to try to get there, and you just didn't express that. Doesn't mean there's not a path.
Or you could be like Truth Beer Pod, where I think last year we said this is the year of the video. Is that what we said, or was that the year before?
I think we said that every single year. Yeah. But we actually, I think we hit it this year.
Yeah. We at least doubled the number of videos.
Yeah. If not a resolution, we set goals, which again are kind of the same things. Yeah. We wanted to do at least one video every quarter, and then a couple
we did do that.
only videos, which we
did
that.
We did that.
Success.
Yeah.
It was a good 2025 for us.
So you did it.
Yeah.
All right. The Weekly Pint, he did the schnappening, he had his beer. Before we get back to the resolutions, he did talk about something that's not entirely Cincinnati beer-based, but Misrule Brewing up in Oxford.
Right.
They have I haven't been there, I haven't had any of their beers.
Neither
but
have
I love their logo. It's a rabbit holding a hatchet.
Yeah.
Can you not love that? They made a very interesting post about, we appreciate all your support, thank you for supporting us. We're ready for the next chapter, so keep an eye out, which normally means you're closing your doors, and that's kind of it. But the way that they kept talking in this post makes it sound like they're going to be opening in new locations, which I kind of overstepped a piece of this. They don't have a tap room. They have a production space, and then they just kind of had taps in the front of one of the local restaurants there.
Right.
And that was just kind of their house beer, was everything from Misroll. So are they ending that partnership with that restaurant, and they're going to be going to another restaurant to be their house beer? Are they going to be opening up their own taproom space? It sounds like they're not closing, but it does sound like for a while none of their beer is going to be available, which if you have a business and you're making stuff but you're not making money off of the stuff you're making, things can get tricky.
Yeah, I would agree.
So I am hopeful that they have a good game plan in store, and in 2026 I can get up to Oxford and have some of their beer, see what I think.
Are you making that a resolution?
Oh, man.
You know what? Why not?
Why not?
I mean, is anyone going to come after me if I don't make it up there?
Yeah, but that's really doable.
It really is,
Yeah.
Which sometimes those are the hardest resolutions to actually follow
I know.
through with, because you're like, oh, it's so easy, I'll do it next month. Oh, you know what? I can do this anytime, and all of a sudden it's December 31st, and you go,
Yeah.
You coming with?
Guess I can't do it. Yeah, road
Yeah,
trip.
why
Yeah,
not?
I'll do this. Sure.
Why not?
All right.
Okay. It's all an adventure. Yeah, it's kind of like a resolution to be on this podcast, right?
Okay. All right.
And then from there, it did kind of funnel into all of the resolution talk, and 2026 being a big needle moving year for Gnome and all this content, which is how he phrased it. Which
Right.
again, he wants to move the needle. Therefore, he's setting resolutions for himself.
Needle moving. One of the biggest and newest is this Cincy Drinks.
Magazine.
The
yes.
magazine.
Yes.
So please go and support the Gnarly Gnome and all of his content at thegnarlygnome.com.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up to receive and get notifications on all of his content.
Sign up even for the free Patreon level that he has.
Yep, do that.
To get updates and all of that.
That
good
way
stuff.
you can stay plugged in to the conduit for everything Cincy Craft, the Gnarly Gnome.
Indeed. And another resolution he said, he wants to do less freelance work that's just work to have work. He wants to make sure that anything new he's picking up really aligns with his bigger goals, the things that he is doing to make himself happy, which is why he quit his full-time job and started working for himself.
Right.
Because he wanted to do something that he was actually passionate about. And in picking up some of these side jobs here and there, it was just for something extra to do, not because it, in his own words, moved the needle on the things that he really wants to pursue and grow for his own business. So yeah, follow him everywhere, support everything that he's doing. We probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Gnome and everything that he does.
I think he would tell you that we still would be, and I think
Wouldn't be
that
the same.
it wouldn't be the same, and I would tell you that it I don't know if it would have happened. And so it's not lost on me the fact that him being the conduit for Cincy Craft, is a huge influence for us. Not just influence, connection point.
Right. I mean, it was the Weekly Pint where you and I first even started talking.
Yep. Yeah. Cheers to you, Gnome, and we'll cheers to 2026.
Absolutely. I didn't have any other notes on this episode of the Weekly Pint.
TWP.
Either of you know Gnome?
No.
He has never said, when we say TWP, he has never once said, you know me.
Really?
Which is the proper response.
Yeah.
I wait for it every single time.
It's why I keep doing it.
Sniff and sip count, because Gnome is talking more than he is drinking on the Weekly Pint. I count the number of times he sniffs his beverages, since that is a very big part of enjoying them.
Yeah.
24 sniffs
Wow.
of his
a lot of
beer
sniffs.
and
He's
his
a sniffer,
non-smoking-
though.
He,
Yeah.
yes, he's a very
Yeah.
olfactory
Have you been
guy.
around him? He's like Joe Biden.
And then he only took 9 sips of his 2 different beverages.
Told you he was a sniffer.
That sniff to sip ratio.
It's
is
off. It is way
That's-
off.
Yeah.
That's a total of 33 countables, or for our drinking game, 66 ounces, or 4.125 pints in a little under an hour.
Yeah.
Kind of doable if you're, depending on what you have in your glass.
Yeah.
An 8-ounce can of something lighter? Absolutely. Maybe.
I mean, I think 4.2 pints of,
I mean,
session IPA, light lager, you could get that done
that's
in
a
an
pint
hour.
every 15 minutes. I mean, I'm a slow ass drinker, so
Yeah.
like I feel like the is it possible?
I'm a
For-
slow
for
drinker
me.
for a fast drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that statement. Chris, any other notes on anything Weekly Pint related?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Well, this is a segment where we ask what you're thankful for.
Wait, what?
What?
No, I'm joking.
I know. I'm like, wait a second. What did I miss?
feel
here?
like I'm pretty
Production
caught
meeting?
up. Is today the
Right.
first time we're doing this?
Jeez.
Like,
Holy cow. Chris, thank you so incredibly much for coming down here. I know that it's not
thank you for
the
having me.
shortest ride. Yeah, anytime at all on
Absolutely.
a Tuesday that you get
Yep.
bored. You know where we are. Please plug everything that you want to plug because you are so amazing in always mentioning truth, beer, and consequences. Even though half of the time I'm an asshole and I kind of forget to mention everyone else out there when we do our show, but you guys are fantastic.
Thank
I love
you.
everything that you are doing. So I want to give you your moment to tell people how to follow you guys, anything that you want them to know about your show and anyone else that you interact with, Banter and Babble, whatever else you want to talk about right now.
Well, as you say, you all know the internet, so you can find us anywhere at Seven Dungeons, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all that fun stuff. We have everything. We have all our sessions. We do short versions, recap sessions of our sessions. So if you want to get caught up on the story, it's really easy. They're usually 2 to 4 minutes. You'll find us anywhere. We're live on Mondays at 7 p.m. On Twitch and YouTube, usually about every Monday. We collaborate with a lot of great people, including Truth, Beer, and Consequences, which I've practiced all year to be able to say that last part.
You're doing great.
I'm really trying. Banter and Babble, who puts out content on a weekly basis, pop culture, and Half-Ass Beer Review, also doing beer reviews. Together, we've been working together for a long time, so it's glad to be part of this little circle family.
Absolutely. We have found the best people doing this show.
Absolutely.
And couldn't be happier that our circles have collided.
Yeah, it's
and
so weird, right?
Great.
Like-
it's great. And all it took was Hammer Josh to talk about a Cincinnati beer, and somehow that shows up in the YouTube algorithm. So I'm like, oh, hey, here's something we can talk about. And as I like to say, it all went downhill from there.
You really never know with that YouTube algorithm. I have a little story.
Insane. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We had went up to Rhode Island on a work trip, and I noticed that the barista at the coffee place had a D&D themed cup, and I'm like, oh, you talk. She's like, yeah, and everything. So I gave her one of my cards, and the next day she was like waving me over there, and she's like, are all of you here? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, my boyfriend has been getting advertisements to watch your stream.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he got all excited and wondered if the entire crew was here, if you guys were filming something here. And I'm like,
that's so cool.
Wow.
it's so surreal. I was like, no, it's just me.
Just me.
Oh,
Sorry, but
that reminded me. I got recognized over the weekend.
what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, all right. So I'm at work behind the bar and drinks people, not
Not incarcerated.
incarcerated.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy comes up, said, "Hello, sir. How you doing? Welcome in." And looks at me and goes, "How long have you worked here?" I'm like, "Since July." He's like, "Don't you do a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, and then I'm
I don't
thinking
know.
like,
It depends on why
so
you're
if
asking.
If you're doing a podcast, then you can't work. He's like, "Nice. So you work behind the bar, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then later on, he's like, Don't you do that with a lady, a co-host?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Julia." And he's like, "Do you still post? Do you do a lot of online social media posts?" I'm like, "Not much." I said, "I don't do much." I said, "A buddy of mine does this Oktoberfest quest every year, and every now and then I'll post to try and get people to show up live." And he's like, "Yeah, I did." And
Nice.
he was one of the two. He and his brother were two guys that showed up to the finale to the Oktoberfest quest
that's awesome.
this past year.
That is
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
So-
love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Man, well, if you're still listening, hopefully we haven't scared you off yet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Because
Absolutely.
as Marco always says, you can't get time back, so we appreciate every minute that you put up with all the chaos that we put out into the world.
Thank you, everyone, for the downloads, the listens. Thank you for all of your time and listenership. I truly appreciate it. All of the people and the friends that we've made along the way. Thank you to, personally, I want to say thank you to Julia, to the Gnarly Gnome, to Drasten the Dungeon Master, his wife, for being here. I also want to say thank you to all the family and friends who have the patience and know how much just this time with friends means to us, to your Josh and my Rachel and Mrs. Gnome and all those other people who put up with us doing this on a weekly basis.
Even the holidays.
Even the holidays. The holidays, whether it's birthdays, Valentine's Day, whatever it is. We do this, and we say we do this for you, the listener, and we do, but what you don't know is we do it
for us too. Yeah.
So, but thank you, everyone. I hope you had a very happy and healthy 2025. And if for any reason it was a struggle,
you made it through.
Let's go 2026, and let's try to dig up some fervor to kick 2026 in the ass.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. With that being said, you know what to do. truthbeerpod.com for links to everything. Sign up for our Patreon, even the free level. On occasion, at least once a month, I put out our unedited episodes to free level and paid members get the unedited episodes every single week.
Right.
There's a lot of extra chaos, and sometimes it's funny. So sign up. You'll get some bonus videos. We are getting better at doing that, and we couldn't thank you enough for all of your support.
At least 40% of the extra 60% of the content is pretty good.
It's decent.
Yeah.
It's decent, yes. Yeah. And as always, shout out to all the content creators that we talk about, to all the content creators that take breaks every now and then because just life sometimes gets crazy.
And
just
that's fine.
Because you're not posting content, we have not unsubscribed from you.
Correct.
As soon as you put something out, we are here for you. Hammer Josh, you have been insanely busy with work, so I know that the beer vent posts have kind of fallen off. We are here for you as soon as you are able to find some time, but take care of the family and everything first. If you're not taking care of you, you can't make good content. So do what you got to do. We're here for you. Tone and everybody else on the Banter, I guess it's only one other person in the Banter and Babble family. You guys do amazing things, and thank you for listening to us, following us, and harassing us. And Chris and the entire 7 Dungeons. Why did I think it was 7D Dungeons forever and ever?
So it is 7D Dungeons.
Okay, so I wasn't crazy.
But that doesn't roll off the tongue as well. So officially it is 7D
Neither
Dungeons.
does Podsequences, so we have that in common.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting out such amazing storytelling. All of you guys are absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what 2026 brings for you guys. And with that being said, what is everyone going to be doing next Tuesday?
I'm going to be doing this here with you.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
some others.
Maybe some others. We'll find out.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.